I think he will. That is his dream. Oh, here we go. A little bit. The mini show today. And always, we got to address the things that happen to us. When we're mentioned, we got to address it. And we just watched the Laura Compton thing. So we want to hear how Blind Mike reacted to the Laura Compton interview.
Yes, yeah, the first date with Lauren Compton got, it seemed like positive feedback. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I got very angry for some reason. I don't know, I panicked. A lot of people said that I'm the first guest not to be completely distracted by her breasts. Lauren, you're gorgeous. You're so hilarious. I love you. She's not even attractive, actually.
That's how hard we are in the comments. Comment below.
On Lauren Compton show this week, and a couple people
I watched
said,
that last night, actually, yeah.
Well, a couple people said, like, oh, the comments are very good, but I didn't look at them because I saw one or two, and it was like, who's this fat fuck nobody? And I was like, well, I won't be looking at these.
Oh, I love how sensitive our big boy is. All right. Time to move on to British Shop.
That's what I've said about Brendan Schaub all along, is it's a real, like, he faked his way into being one of the most successful podcasters for a period of time. Like, yeah, that's pretty awesome if you think of it that way. So, like, Brendan's definitely a hard worker, but what they're ignoring is, you told us your kid was dying. Remember?
Yes. Brendan Schaub told everyone he's quitting comedy because my kid, it's not going to live the night. And it lived the night, and he's, still doing comedy. So
he said you canceled these dates because you didn't know if your kid was going to live.
And hand up, I ate it all up. I believed him.
Well, Craig's a born sucker. But a lot of you people told me not to make fun of Brendan at that time. And I said, okay, but, I think some things are amiss here. Now, the other angle of this is that Brendan is still traveling. If we didn't all remember that Brian was having a kid, they would have been in Austin. And he travels for that Toontown show, the car show. Mm-hmm. He's out flipping trucks, and he can't fly safely to Nashville to do stand-up, but he can drift his vehicles and flip them over. That's no problem.
There's no better way to be there for your kid than die in a car crash.
Hey Craigers.
Very curious. They're both using their children as excuses instead of just coming out and admitting, yeah, we didn't sell tickets. Yeah. Callan's kid isn't even here yet, and he is already an excuse of instead of saying we didn't sell any tickets, it's my kid. My kid is stillborn. At least he didn't go that far like Brendan was going.
Oh, he should name his kid Crutch and get it over with. This kid is your crutch your entire life.
I had to call my manager Lex, who's been with me for 17 years. I told him, I said, I don't know what to do, dog. Like I'm always been a good dad, but I can be a much better dad. I'm a decent husband. I can be much better. I'm a
super dad.
And this is starting to not sound like what he told us.
If I don't have a job, I could be the.
Yes. Brendan Schaub seems to go in the moment, and that moment changes constantly.
Greatest dad on the planet.
All right, so yes. Make sure you check out blindmike.net and go watch the show today. We don't give you everything. We give you a little. We give you a little taste. We don't want to circumvent and become the show. No, we just want to show you little things from the show. So you have to go watch. And this whole segment was great. We had Donnell on, yes, and Allomine. We had, Allomine was the guest.
Actually, Larry had aloe. That's why he was so upset. Actually, Larry doesn't want aloe. He wants to be ashy.
Yes. This is like being two of enemies against each other. This is the Jews and the Arab black skin care. So please enjoy Donnell Rawlings overreacting to a comedian who has 80 followers on Twitter
and still pissed about it 4 years later.
4 years later, he still has 80 on Twitter.
And as they were able to decipher, he was in his first year of comedy. This was Aloe's first year of comedy, and Donnell is still holding on to that of a guy who was still just figuring it out.
Yes. And then you will recognize Donnell from the movie Friday. He is the ashy brother. He's the brother that's ashy in Friday. Yes? All right, here we go.
Donnell is a funny comedian for sure. Not a great
yeah.
podcast guest because he repeats himself a lot. He's not very like focused on the conversation or what's at hand, really. So like he's talking over Tony a bunch. It gets very annoying.
That's Tony from Tony Hinchcliffe. And what's that show called, Dylan? I don't know.
Kill Tony.
The Gay Club. Oh, Kill Tony.
And Alameen comes on, does his set, and after Donnell like makes a couple jokes at his expense, Alameen just goes right at him, which is what you should do.
And by the way, he kept saying Aloe Mean all day, and I didn't know what the fuck that meant, but his literal name is Aloe Mean. I'm going to put that in the chat right now, because I don't think, Andrea, help me with this. This is the Twitter for Aloe Mean.
Yeah, I had to look it up in chat and find it. Aloe Mean.
It's literally Aloe Mean.
Yeah.
So, once you find that, it's in chat. Yeah, check him out. Although he's 80 subscribers 4 years later, it's probably,
On Kill Tony, in my opinion, like it's
He's
worked
more
for
active
guys
on
like
Instagram.
Yeah, but I looked there's 9 videos in this whole Instagram.
Well, not active enough, like, apparently.
Yeah, just as a comparison, we just hit 1,100 videos. Hey, so, a little bit of different here at Hackride Studios. We,
David Lucas in the past. So
Yeah, that's David's thing though. He's a for real. I mean, that's what he does is roast people and all that. I don't know.
That shit was jamming.
I can't believe you. This was so fucked up.
You know,
I gotta say, I don't know if the best way, like when you call him basically Chappelle's bitch, I don't know if the best way is to do your catchphrase from that show. Like Donnell didn't understand the format of the show at all, really.
No, he knows that shit. He's been on it like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, he was on. This wasn't his first time on.
Hell no, he was on during like the pandemic at the store, and then he was on at a regular show at the store.
Oh, these stand-up comedy guys know the score for everything. Oh, he was there. I saw his feet on stage.
See, that's weird to me because he's interacting with you in a way that indicated he wasn't familiar with the show. He was almost like, why are you making jokes and talking back to me? Like you're supposed to, bend your ear to the legendary Donnell Rawlings.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think he was just drunk. And also, yeah, he probably wasn't ready for that Chappelle that Chappelle chain thing, because I don't know, his shoes match perfectly to the chain. So I just wanted to know if like when
Kind of a
Dave Chappelle
compliment,
gave him that chain and he put it around his neck like it's a fucking presidential honor. I just want to know, did he whisper in his ear, "No, I'm rich, bitch"? And did Donnell say, "Ooh, daddy, thank you"?
I think the last time I did Kill Tony, it was probably like 3 or 4 years ago, right? I'll be having a good comment day, Joe.
Oh, good day.
Yeah, hey, I love you. Then next thing, we'll ask him if he's gonna walk out on Kill Tony's podcast again. Yeah. Well,
Joe.
It's uncomfortable. It's like someone brings up their divorce or something. Rogan's
Yeah.
like,
You
God,
can
we
tell
gotta get into
Rogan
this.
didn't want to talk about that shit either. It's so fucking old.
I like a Rogan, but he also is like not going to be the safety blanket.
I'm afraid to go. Like that's just genuinely being vulnerable. Saying I'm afraid to go back on Kill Tony because these open micers are gonna make fun of me, and then immediately turn and be like, no, Tony edited everything. It didn't really even happen.
Walked away like the Incredible Hulk in the 80s show. Very sad was Donnell Rawlings' exit off of Kill Tony.
And meanwhile, 4 years later, that man is still getting booked on shows for it.
I was going to get sushi. Firehouse sushi, apparently.
Say what you want for that terrible show, but apparently people watch. Yeah, whatever. A very important
Still around.
question.
Good for him.
Exactly, and this is a very important question that Blind Mike even had to answer immediately.
Are you gay, Blind Mike?
No.
All right, it's very clear. Not gay, Blind Mike. No, it needed to be answered. Now, we did have a little bit of Dat Fan, and I wanted to cover that because he's doing a podcast, but he's not doing a podcast.
Yeah, they were theorizing that Dat Fan needs a co-host, and that really is my gimmick. So, Dat Fan, right here is your co-host. I am ready to come aboard and make this thing happen.
were you able to hear any of that, fan? Because I don't think you're gonna want that. Have you heard what I heard?
If he's monetized, I don't give a shit. Give me a portion of that monetized awful show we do together.
All right. Well, we're only a month away from getting you on the Catalano network, fully monetized. We'll get you over there.
It's always important to note the technology you're using.
Yes. So DatFan's big thing, like his idea for his big show, is just talking about what he's broadcasting on. I have a mic and I have a mixer. That's his show idea so far.
The big thing is, like all the
too.
podcasts I listen to, they announce what kind of microphone they're using, how they're recording it, what they use, the software that they use to edit it. That's a big thing on podcasts that I like.
Yes. Now, we had a little thing this morning called Introgate, and it was a bigger deal, and then DJ Electrify let me know that some of the intro did play, because I thought they cut it all out, and I was going to go nuclear. But you did tell me that some of it did play, but not the full thing. That's why we played at the beginning here.
That's right.
So let's watch as what we call Introgate gets started. And gearheads, minifans, this is a problem. We're going to need to rectify this.
Not the first time it's happened either.
She works so hard on these intros and you're just going to mute them, Kragers? What kind of faggot shit is that? Here we go.
I'm being called anti-intro, by the way, by Hackride. Because we cut.
Yeah, why did you do that?
Oh, you cut that out, mother.
Huh?
Kragers, why?
Triggers.
I said, as we were watching it, I was like, boy, this is odd. I thought it was much longer. I'd like to let it, resonate with the people.
Hackride doesn't get sarcasm either, so he's just gonna burn.
I'm a man with a mask. You don't think I get sarcasm? Fuck you, Greg.
There's sarcasm here, friend.
There's plenty.
Hackride, I thought it was odd he didn't play the whole thing too. I don't know why he did.
Thank you, Blind Mike. Please, we're all on the same page here. Kragers, you're way too pink.
It was
Yeah,
strange.
I must have misheard you.
I caught his pink.
I didn't say anything about it.
You did. You guys are pink brothers. Yeah.
Something about the evening makes me pink. I don't know what the fuck it is.
There's something about the Caucasianness that makes it real.
I said, let's get down to business.
I learned
said, I'm ready
something
for
very important today, and that's that Kragers can only last 1 minute. Hello. That's all of the intro that he played. 1 minute.
I bet if your lips were around it, it'd be like 10 seconds. Kragers a 10-second pump. He's a one-pump chump. Kragers, you're a one-pump chump. That's why you don't play the whole intro, because you're sleepy by the time it's done. You would need a sandwich.
9 minutes of intro. Let's start this thing.
It was only 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
10 times long as woman has ever been pounded by Kragers.
Close to 9.
All right.
Here's the main event. My goodness, Boogie is a superstar. I love Boogie. Boogie, bring your show back. I was so disappointed when they said they went through the entire Boogie catalog today. I was happy to hear the whole thing, but we need more Boogie updates.
What if I told you what they played today? There was a video element. I found it.
I want it.
Yeah, this is his night with Samaki Walker. Lost it. It's even
His
hard to
night
say
for
that.
2 weeks. The passage of time, he did not communicate very well in this story at all.
No.
They walk up to him. They go.
So this is.
Oh no.
We got the video. We got the video.
Nigga, say death row. The dude is like,
Yeah, he's dropping hard R's every
walk up to
time.
another dude.
Yes, he is.
And they like, nigga, say death row.
Hard R.
Death row. If these dudes is walking around demanding people say death row and it's my turn, who am I to resist? Yeah, I know that if they tap my shoulder, death row, death row,
I have a bunch of
I'm about to.
stuffed animals behind me, and somehow his background is more childish than mine.
Yeah.
Yes. Your Pee Wee Herman is way more advanced than his girl kitty backpack over there with his fucking. Is that a violin? What are you? What are
Sang Death Row.
Charlie Chaplin? Oh, get out of here! You suck cock. Oh, wait a second. That's a cocksucker right there. That's the artist Jay-Z tries to be. What's his name?
Jay-Z tries to be Charlie Chaplin?
No. Below Charlie Chaplin, Jay-Z pretends to be this artist who is an artist. Pretends.
Below Charlie Chaplin, he looks like a giant calculator.
Hold on. I'm putting Jay-Z pretends artist, and that should give me the
there it
answer.
is, off to the side there. I can't really make that out. What is that? An American flag over that guy? Kind of looks like Lauryn Hill. I can't quite make it out. It's a shitty photo.
Mickey Mouse.
No, chat, you know who I'm talking about. Come on, chat. Who is that guy? He is
guy
the
with
gay
the
man.
bling around his neck.
Oh no, the guy with the hair. With the hair right down to the left of Boogie
It was
hair.
kind of accurate when you called it Mickey Mouse. He does have Mickey Mouse hair, whoever that rapper is.
Yes, what is his name? He is a famous artist who Jay-Z looks like. What the fuck is his name?
Boogie's trying to do a Busta Rhymes thing here, not pulling it off very well at all.
No, and it's a Jean-Michel Basquiat. That's Basquiat there to the left. The most famous gay man that's ever existed. Just put that in your notes about Boogie. That's all I'm saying. He's got Charlie Chaplin and Basquiat. And then, like, men riding fish on the wall.
There's like a Casio keyboard behind that giant calculator, too.
Are they riding fish? What are they riding on the wall? There's men riding
Narwhals.
Like he got that from Nickelodeon. Like he took home the Nickelodeon wallpaper.
He did.
I've never seen that anywhere, but like a Nickelodeon kids show. That has to be the Boogie character's wallpaper that he just made Boogie the person. What is his name? He just goes by his character name.
No, there's a name. When you look it up, hold on, I'll look it up real
Samuel something.
Samuel, I don't think it's.
This is Boogie.
Not it?
Boogie's name is Bobby Bowman.
But let's talk about the massages.
Bobby Bowman. Hold on, I'm going to write it in here so y'all can
Bobby
Google
Bowman.
it.
Triple B. Andrea says did I see it's one fish, two fish? It does look like one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, Andrea.
Oh my God, we got so many chats. All right. Bobby Bowman. That's his name. All right, let's listen to a little more.
Because, again, I'm not finna catch a beating in this dirty-ass bathroom. I'm not trying to catch a beating anywhere. I ain't gonna lie.
That's story time with Boogie. And by the way, the only episode he ever made is tacos is his eye.
On his stick.
What? What is that, Boogie? That was not discussed today, and we need to discuss
him?
that.
That's
his logo? You guys didn't do that?
No.
You did that, Hackride.
No. Boogie likes them tacos.
And he was name dropping every C-list celebrity. It's as if I would go on every single show and tell you about how I ran into Bulk of Bulk and Skull from the Power Rangers.
But you didn't run into him. You just saw him at a bar from 40 feet away, then pissed near him. That's
I actually
the whole
had conversations with Bulk. Good old.
I know.
Bulk.
What I'm saying though is Boogie's story. So he didn't even really talk to anyone. He just pissed near him. It was amazing.
Well, that's the interesting thing. He doesn't have a story about meeting Suge Knight until
Yes, and the Suge Knight story. Oh,
right. So you just saw him in the back.
Suge Knight saw him from across the club, tracked him down in traffic.
I mean,
and said, "Hey, roll your window down."
It's possible that P. Diddy recognized him and was like, "That guy might be a keeper."
Well, there's one thing I know about Suge Knight. He likes to learn a lot of loose ends. So let's hear how Boogie is able to tell this story.
Huh? Just follow you now? He's like, yeah, nigga, follow me right now. I said, yeah, I'll follow you right now. I'll follow you. The light turned green. I get behind. I'm sweating, y'all. I don't want to go hang out with this dude, man.
He let you go behind him?
I'm following for like 10 minutes. He going up in the, it look like he going up in the hill somewhere, like off of.
Frankly, I can't believe they let Suge Knight in, if you know what I'm saying.
This is actually
And as
pretty
we pull
far
up to
into
the
the
house-
story. Do you not have any clips from Nick, who was mad cool, or was it mad chill over there at the Dublin? He couldn't stop talking about how mad cool that Nick was.
Do you remember Dublin when it was in its heyday?
I actually never went to Dublin. That was over the hill from Burbank. I mainly stayed in the valley. That was my territory.
When you got on Sunset Boulevard and you started cruising past Crescent Heights and getting to that West Hollywood area. Oh my God, Dublin's was the club. It was the Club 54 of Los Angeles for at least a decade.
Of course, it was near West Hollywood. That's where shit is actually happening. Like, actual Hollywood is a shithole. Like the Hollywood and Vine, Hollywood and Highland, where you think it's going to be happening and fantastic, that is a shithole. I saw a homeless man shit on the street my very first time. A lot of shit stories I have tonight. Somehow, shit just finds its way to me.
Yes, you're like caffeine. You just loosen stool up. Dylan from caffeine. That's what...
I guess it's a bunch of his boys that was already waiting on him. So when I pull up,
I love how ghetto he gets when he talks these stories.
he say something to them.
This is the guy that Nickelodeon. This is the safest black man on the planet that Nickelodeon hired.
And as they standing at his window, they all look back at my car.
Yo, you that dude from iCarly?
I will be in 5 years. Yeah.
That's the other thing. The story was from years before he was on Nickelodeon. It made no sense. But here's our man.
Jumpsuit.
He does not. Listen, you're known for one thing. You buy a grip of those jumpsuits. You're going to need them for your post. You're going to need them. This is going to pay the bills. And let's see how he's paying the bills these days.
Family, what's up? Where you been? No, where you been? No, where you been? Go ahead. No, you asking questions. I want to know where you been too. We ain't gonna get nowhere with this. I've been working on some pretty cool things. What you been working on? I don't know what you been working on. You asking? I want to know. What? You know what? How about this? Count of 3. We show each other what we've been working on. Okay?
Get ready for the big reveal of the thing that everyone can do.
On 3. Don't be cheating. You notorious for cheating.
Show me what you're working on.
Ready? 1.
What do you think he's working on, Dylan?
The magic trick where he takes his thumb off.
Okay. I saw you go to that. I was hoping it was something else. DJ Electrify, what do you think it is?
His next album.
Okay, you're both.
Oh, that's. Oh, no kidding. Not his next album. I thought that was a great guess.
No, you're both thinking very too big. This is a man who found a white woman to breed with.
2, 3.
There we go.
Oh, cute baby.
I
got the
worked
same.
on some kids. How very average of you, Boogie.
He got the same outfit.
I do.
He stole many different sizes of those jumpsuits from Nickelodeon.
This is the story. He knocked up a bitch and he's like, what size jumpsuit does that baby wear? Because I got a fucking 6 I'm bringing over.
And really, his lady worked on that. He just gave the ingredients. He didn't work on shit.
Oh, I'd love to meet the fat-ass white lady who calls her mom and says, I'm fucking the black dude from iCarly. Oh, what is your name? Probably Tiffany.
That's what I've been working on.
This is Boogie Nights, baby.
I'm going Nicole. I bet it's Nicole. You're going Tiffany?
Well, it's something that a stripper would definitely have. That is a stripper name for sure. But now it's time to do so I thought about this, Dylan. I said, hey, I don't want to just play the shit that Blind Mike plays and copy him. Why don't we give some backstory? Why don't we give some, here's some LA backstory. And what this is a little view of what Dublin's was like at the time. Because I don't think anyone understands that this was like the Studio 54 of Los Angeles at the time. So here's a little...
I didn't get to Los Angeles until 2013. So I don't know if Dublin's was still happening, but...
No.
Okay, so I was there way after Dublin's was happening.
2002, I think it died. So this is like a late 90s place. But I'm telling you, the best cocaine in Los Angeles. Oh my God.
Inside of Dublin's, we're going to check it out. see what's on the scene, and get our party on. Come on,
Maybe-
internet people.
Maybe I'll pole dance later.
That'd be
Oh, the 90s, baby.
Okay, we're going in with one of the other partners in this club, Eddie.
It's an uglier
What's special
Donnell
about this club?
Rawlings.
This is a black themed show. Yes. What was that, TJ Alex?
Oh, nothing.
You just keep looking sexy with the tiny titties. We're gonna have to fix
Ready?
Everything is special about this club. Just be prepared if you decide to come here on a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. You know, do your workout, get ready, because you need all your
Is he
energy
only
and your
wearing
strength
panties?
before you go into the club. I'll prove it to you. Let's go in.
Let's
Wow.
check it out.
He like it.
That's what I remember. It was just a goddamn nightclub, like the ones you see in like the movies, and you're like, oh my god, we're here, we're in LA, and we're in a nightclub, and oh my god, there's James Woods. This is a weird night.
And there's Lisa from Coming into America.
And there's a stripper who's pregnant, clearly.
And her donkey. Lisa's going to do a donkey show.
Oh, look at our 90s whores right there. There'd be 2 girls making out and 20 guys standing around watching. That would be the night. But just a little background on what the club Boogie was entering. This is the club. This is the time. This was what
And
it was like.
Was he a minor at the time? The way he was telling the story, it sounded like Nick at the door was mad cool because he let a minor boogie into the club.
Well, he just flashed his Nickelodeon sign. They let all them in. Yes, you may be functionally, and aged-wise like 14, but because you are Nickelodeon, yeah, vagina's 19. Get in here. Yeah, wasn't that fun? That was
That was
fun.
cool.
Yes. So a little more background, right? A little more history so we know what we're talking about. So we can add a little to the Blind Mike show. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to erase you like that. But we can add a little to the Blind Mike show. We don't have to copy or do exactly what he does, right? And Paul, second example, right? What is this thing called samaki? People are like, what's a samaki? And as someone who's lived in Los Angeles a very long time, I remember samaki. So I wanted to give you a little samaki. So here's samaki.